EON Metaverse Builder, which is the totally brand new, groundbreaking product that enables basically to build the metaverse by just walking and talking. The fundamental problem with building a metaverse is that it is difficult. It's very time consuming and program dependent creation. You build the metaverse with coding using typically game engine, which requires programming skills and takes lots of time. Single objects are not enough in this world. You have to find an easy way to build an entire world. That requires also drastically simplifying the creation process if you want to scale this, which is EON's goal. We also discovered that the previous avatars we had were not enough. You have to have facial expression. You have to be able to customize your avatar. Finally, it's about community. You need learners and teachers to be part of a bigger global community in addition to the individual institutions that EON offers today. So there was a pretty long laundry list and pretty ambitious plan, but I'm pleased to say we did it. Let's go through a little bit what the Metaverse Builder contains. First, it is a natural world building environment. You can create entire worlds consisting of multiple objects and environments by simply walking and talking. That for me is perhaps the most groundbreaking aspect of this. Everybody can build the metaverse. You don't any longer need to have knowledge in virtual reality, augmented reality. All you need to know is the topic you want to create a world and an experience around. Now, it's easy, it's fast, it's smart. We're using artificial intelligence everywhere. Let me give you some example. We do that for creating the knowledge portals with images, videos, PDF, text, and speech. We use that for creating assessment portals with quizzes, locate, multilingual, support. We use artificial intelligence even to assess students' performance automatically. How about the personalized avatar? We did it. We have now avatars that you can configure with full facial expressions, with lip sync, and that can support different languages. And best to the last is the fact that we can have a global knowledge metaverse community where you can learn and earn through our marketplace. So we have a lot of pioneers. One of the first one is Infinite which is a decentralized community platform where creative minds can gather, express, exchange innovative XR experiences. So let's go now into the details. I'm actually going to walk you through the step-by-step process to create your world from scratch. And we'll do that in less than 6 minutes. How about that? Let's get going. So the first step, and you say classroom. Immediately the system identifies your voice, identifies various classrooms, places the classroom in location, scales it to life size. Now you can walk around in the classroom and experience that in the context of your environment, which happens to be here a hotel in Portugal.
T-Rex.
Now you selected your first asset. Let's say interesting in T-Rex. You scale it, you click on it, the animation comes along. Let's have a look. And now you've created your first asset in your classroom. It's the first steps of the Metaverse Builder. Let's continue. We want more. So
Distillation set.
now that I've said distillation set, I can select from my 5.1 million library of assets a distillation set. Immediately it asks me to put an annotation point, and immediately artificial intelligence selects for me text, relevant images that I can pick, videos, PDF systems, audio, or anything else, and builds the knowledge portal on the fly.
Hey guys, we're going to build a simple still now. So for that, we're going to need a round bottom flask of appropriate size, a 3-way connector to be our still head. We're also going to need a thermometer adapter.
So I have my text, I have my image, I have my video. I can now add more. Let's go to a desk lighting. So it's basically seamless. Now, if I have something more technical, I can also add the animation. in this case to describe how this product works. And of course, as I did previously, I will be able to add my annotations and my knowledge portal. My final object here will be something with anatomy.
Skeleton.
So I'll select a human skeleton for this purpose. I will scale it. And I will use assessment capabilities. So for example, students will have to identify bones, locate certain bones. I'll create a couple of quizzes around this. I will also be able to later on do a 3D recording.
And right in front of us, we do have the human skeleton, which is our internal framework. It's composed of about 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 by the time we reach adulthood. The bone mass of the skeleton is made up of about 14% of the body weight. And it is made up of several different types of bones. We have short bone, we have long bone, we have flat bone, and irregular bone. And place this back together.
As you saw there, in seconds you can do an instruction by walking and talking, holding, in this case, your phone. But you can go even one step further. You can now test your skills. So the recording we've done there is starting now for the assessment.
Clavicle. Okay, in this short procedure, please follow the following steps. Step 1, remove the spinal column. Step 2, remove the clavicle bone. Step 3, remove the rib cage. And now we're going to reassemble. Take this spinal column, place it back into its original part. And now add the rib cage. And lastly, place the clavicle bone to its original spot.
Okay, so now we can see the performance, how well the student recording this performance sequence has done compared with the teacher. You can see the final
This
score.
machine is a tool used primarily for shaping metal or wood. It works by rotating the workpiece around a stationary cutting tool, as we see right in here. The main use is to remove unwanted parts of the material, leaving behind a nicely shaped workpiece.
So you can see there the instructions.
T-Rex, which lives up to its
And
reputation
now
as
we
one
get
of
the
most
T-Rex
fearsome
in the
animals
classroom.
Of all time. Its powerful jaws had 60 teeth, each up to 20 centimeters or 8 inches long. And its bite was about 3 times as powerful than that of a lion. Coming right back to the classroom where we just experienced blending in classroom learning with the Knowledge Metaverse.
Here we are at the famous library at the Spinheiro Convention Center.
Now we
have
moved
an
on to the
excellent
real
collection
environment.
of books from the history of Portugal. And as I come here, I'm gonna look way up here. You look there's a history of Portugal. And I'm gonna walk over here, find several other books, again related to great works of literature from the Portuguese history. And as I come across, we're also gonna look at this antique style sofa in this library. Notice the wood carvings here in the left-hand side on the leg, and the style, how this is depicted. And come right back up here, another historical figure with that dog head attached to it.
Yeah, so that gave you a little impression of what we can do with Metaverse Builder. But you know, we were just scratching the surface. There's more than 14 additional features. So let me just give you some short peeks into that. You just submit a picture, immediately the avatar is built. You can then select your hairstyle, your eye color, your environment, and in probably less than 60 seconds, you have a full avatar experience. Even eyewear that you are interested in. probably no tattoos for now. And you can also have branded, if you want, experiences of your avatar. How about likewise, if you're a masculine figure, you'll be able to select your optimal avatar haircut the same way. And I think I'm almost ready there. Let's see. Maybe not that eye color, not that either. Let's keep it simple. No, not that eye aware. This one looks pretty good. So there we go. So now that I have it, what I can do is I can also invite my friends. So the Metaverse Builder is now extending reality and augmented virtual reality for teleportation and spatial meetings. Let's have a look.
Again,
It's nice to see you.
Ancient Warrior.
Hi, Richie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I can see the helmet type. Oh, there he is. Hi, Josh. You just popped in the party. What do you like about this church, Richie?
I would have to say I love the detail to all the furnishings. It's fascinating. It's people had a lot more time then.
If you were going back in time, what would be your profession?
I think I'd be a blacksmith.
How about you, Anna?
That's a good question. I probably also would do something handyman, some handicraft.
Any final words, Richie? The Queen of France. There you are.
My grandfather's father was a blacksmith, so maybe that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, so that was quite exciting. Now, what about if I want to go into a culture heritage experience and I want to guide you through an old museum? Let's have a look. Okay, so here's my avatar, and I want to follow him.
All right, let's see if we can find a way to the library.
This is extremely useful when I go to a museum and I want to find a specific painting or a specific sculpture of some kind. Much better than the audio recording where you have to basically have earphone and orient yourself. Quite exciting that you can do this anytime.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, we
Let's
found
go
the
up
library.
the stairs to the library.
A video here.
We are not limited to indoor environments. We can go out in the nature and do giant egg hunts and enhance nature with relevant insects that students can learn about. And that also contains knowledge portals, images, text, videos.
Those insects pose a threat to our health. In this video, you'll come across some of the scariest insects, and you're also going to see bullet ants and why you need to beware of them.
I just grab it and get going. Let's have a look. Wow.
We've all got bugbears about the insect
Let's see how
world.
beautiful they
They
are.
can be pretty annoying. Without our invertebrate neighbors, we'd be
Image
in
around
serious trouble.
Let's start with learning about anatomy. So you can see here that I have multiple objects. So I start with the human skull, and then I have components related to, I can study the anatomy, the muscle structure, the various aspects of the detailed skull anatomy, including the brain, in a very easy way. And each component can attach a knowledge portal that gives me further information that I can learn, as well as instruction of how to dissect the human body, or the muscular system, as we can see there, or the human heart, this enormous, fascinating pump, perhaps one of the most hardworking organ we have. And again, there I can go very detailed in the coronary vessels, the valves, the heart and blood vessels, the aorta, and get a very good impression about what this is all about. And once I'm done, I can just click and complete. Yeah, one more area that I'm interested in is practical things. Let's say I'm interested in plumbing, electrical activities. Let's have a look. So in this case,
That you need to learn about, and I'm gonna guide you step by step.
Hey guys, it's Jeff from Home Renovision here today, and today I'm here to help you understand all about the plumbing basics so that you understand the system in your house.
Plumbing is any system that conveys fluids for a wide range of applications.
How the boiler make basic repair. We have this part here, we have a part there, and I can remove this part, and I'll explain how the boiler actually works.
okay, so why don't we go to another hobby of mine, which has to do with art. So here I'm selecting assets related. This one I scanned myself, actually in Thailand. So I can enhance and beautify my hotel room here, adding some maybe vegetation or plants in this case, or adding some nice sculpture. I'm very bullish about this one. Or why not some wall carvings? Let's have a look. This is actually a wall carving combined with a painting about Thai strategies for how to conduct massage as well as meditation. And we bring it all together. Now, you can also use it for practical
Good
things,
afternoon. Today we're gonna talk about
like
literature, and specifically British literature.
so I'm studying books. That's really cool. Do we have anything else? Yes, I would like to bring the British Museum into my room. Famous, priceless sculptures from Egypt, from Rome, and I would like to have them persistently tracked, ideally, so if someone else comes in the room, they will still be there. And you can see the inspiration here, and I can study them very, very closely. Something also from the Inca, and suddenly I created my very unique museum experience. Okay, so I think that gives you a good picture. But again, I'm not only happy by taking artifacts from a museum to my room. I would also like to do the opposite, is to go explore a real museum. So now we're exploring a real museum.
Here, you can see it's very clear.
The Madonna,
1,505 to 6.
and also
Child,
guided
a little
tours.
closer. And here it's a real skull. And here it's a giant egg hunt. We're gonna need to.
So with that, we are pretty much done. Of course, you may wonder what's next. If you want, you can get a sneak preview, at least some inspiration that outlines the product roadmap vision for this decade and beyond by reading our new book. It's called The Knowledge Metaverse, and subtitled The Intelligence Explosion and How We Can Become Superhumans. It was a great fun to write this book together with Josh Kessler, and you'll see a lot of the ideas that are depicted in this book. We already taken the first step with the Knowledge Metaverse Builder. Looking forward to connect again. For now, thank you, and don't forget to try it. It's free for the first 30 days. All the best.